Yes, 25th of September 2025, and it's almost not even sporting. Yesterday, right after the market closed, I told you what Mental Mike Norman, the emotional train wreck flip flop trader, was going to say. So, in this video, I told you the next video after I must be a very special person. Yes, Mike, you are special beyond what you know. The next one he was going to do because he's flip flopping all over the place. Flip flop, flip flop. A few days ago, looking at a blow off top. Very next day, strong flows will drive the market averages higher. And because we had a sizable down day yesterday, and I know this guy is purely emotional driven, and he will just bend whatever data he has to fit his emotion. And I said the likelihood of a negative, oh, I'm afraid for, reasons, aka bullshit, was going to be the next video he did. Lo and behold, this is the next video. These tariffs are beginning to be a problem. Imagine that. Flashing caution. Now, in this video, in his own words, he's telling you, he told you so. That's the classic line. I told you so. A month ago about these tariffs, and he was tracking it. Now, it didn't stop him a couple days prior to yesterday from being full bullish, and he's been watching these tariffs add up over the time. But because he's emotionally driven, because he's a tired, useless old man, he was just going to look at that data an extra day or two, which is not a trend change at all. And I'm going to remind you of this. An actual market sentiment and change happens a couple times a year. True ones. This guy is triggered emotionally on a daily basis. He'll have that many flip-flops in a week sometimes. And all these reasons he gave in this video, he told you in this same video he saw coming a long time ago. I want to remind you of that. So it begs the question again, what's the fucking point? What's the point? He doesn't have one. He's lying to you, and he's lying to himself, first and foremost, that he religiously uses these flows and makes his decisions based off the flows. He does not. And if he was trying to make his decision based off of daily flows, at best, this is what he would be doing, flip-flopping all the time. The problem is it would chop you up. If you go down in the comments section, there's a couple comments to that effect. And Norman here is just absolutely oblivious to reality. He is lost. This guy is beyond lost. All this stuff he knew, he watched, he told you so. He told you so long ago, you probably don't remember. But he told you so a month ago because he tells you everything all the time. And it didn't stop him from flip-flopping probably 20 times since then. And the latest bullish one, which he's now flipped, was just a couple days prior. A couple market days prior. That's not a market sentiment change that you trade off of. He's a daily flip-flopper, and this was a fairly easy call. Now I'm going to finish with this. This guy is so obvious if you've watched him and you have your head screwed on straight. I'm going to give you further insight on what this clown is going to do going forward. Now, there's multiple things he might do, and it's based on what the market is going to do. I don't make market direction calls. It doesn't matter. I just run an algorithm. I'm what this guy wants to be. But he is exactly that. He's a wannabe. He's never going to be able to show you how this guy makes money based off of trading calls for any reason, much less this garbage, completely debunked MMT trading bullshit, which was a non-starter to begin with. So I'm not making a market call direction. I don't care. That's what makes my life easy. I don't give a shit. I do what my algos that I've already pre-written and thoroughly tested and thoroughly am comfortable with. So when it makes a call, I'm not now second guessing it. I may or may not like it because you're human, but you do it. And that's the point. You don't have to second guess it beyond an initial, oh shit, I like that one. Or oh shit, I don't like that one. Beyond that initial thought, which forcibly enters your mind, you just push it away. Because you've done this long enough. And if you truly trust your algo, because the work was done before, you're not trying to emotionally steer this thing live. That's what this clown does. That's exactly the opposite of what you should do. This guy is nothing but a wannabe, which is why he'll never take up my challenge. Never. It's open from here to the end of time. And I noticed none of you yet have gone over there and told him that. Now, he's enough of a narcissist that he knows what I've done already. It's highly likely, but it'd be good to place it on there so we get more people understanding the see-through nature of this guy. So here's what he's going to do moving forward if the market continues to go down. And this gets back to this endless bucket of money and not having a portfolio he can show, because he's already, over the last couple weeks, said, when people were pushing back a little bit on his nonsense, and rightly so, he was saying, what do you mean? The market was down, the Dow was down 300 or 400 or 500. I bought that and it moved up. First of all, what asshat even references the Dow? It is the dumbest way to make an idiocy I've ever seen. No one serious references the Dow other than you may or may not know. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I don't know if it's 40,000 or 45,000. I have no freaking clue. No serious person uses the Dow as any type of reference because it's a broken, stupid, bad idea indice. But of course Mike does because, well, he fits that bill quite well. So this guy will tell you every about half point down, you gotta buy, because sooner or later, I don't know how many half points the market's going to draw down, but sooner or later that's going to be right. And then he's going to come out and say the I told you so. But this is what the fake endless bucket of money, this fake portfolio, ends up allowing him to do. People don't see it for whatever reason. So he's going to call the market a buy every half point down. Now, just like he did a bunch of years ago when we had, I don't know, dozens of half points down during a normal market correction that you get from time to time that he's not going to call, and I don't have to worry about it because I don't call anything. Finally, this guy, his emotions will be such to the point where he can't handle it anymore. Now, he's not telling you this, but you can see this is what's happening because he gets all flustered. I watched this guy several years ago literally call, get out of your longs and go short at the bottom of the market. And a handful of hours later, I think reality grabbed a couple brain cells and said, do you want to do that? So he came back a couple hours after that panic video and said, no, you got to buy. And then he calls, and it happened to be the bottom. But of course, he missed it all. Got who knows how many people short in those hours leading to, no, the market flows have changed, you got to buy. Because I think at some point something triggered in his mind that you probably don't want to sell when it's 12, 13, 15% down most of the time. It's pretty rare the market goes down much further than that. But of course, we've all seen in the recent history it can, and it does. But there again, proving the point, this guy has no idea what he's doing. He held longs all the way down in a full market correction, supposedly going off of his MMT nonsense. Didn't work. It's not going to work. If it works 1 in 40 times, it's not a success. You just threw enough darts at the dartboard to finally hit a bullseye. You're not a dart player. Not a very good one anyway. So that's all this guy's going to do moving forward. He's not going to see anything coming. You're going to be down. It's going to be worry, worry, worry. If you get bounces like we normally do, because the market rarely goes straight down. So you're going to get bounces, and again, depends on what the market's going to do. But if you get bounces up, he's going to think it's the bottom and it's buy, buy, buy. If it's the bottom, he'll look great. If it's not, which happens to usually be how it works, it's just a bounce up before a further leg down, he's going to have you buying all the way down, not getting out, not getting short, just adding to a long position that's been going bad. For at that point, who knows, weeks, a month, whatever. If that's how it works out, that's what this guy is going to do. It's as plain as the nose on his face. So I just wanted to make this one more short video to say, hey, listen, the call happened to be correct here. The call on what this guy's going to do. And I'm not Nostradamus. This guy is just that see-through. It's not how trading is done. You want a better go at trading if we start getting into a market that is not favorable to the stupid shit that this guy's doing? Come on over to my channel, Quant Trading Systems, and then make your way over to patreon.com/Koyos Quantitative. Link will be in the description. Choose your membership or join for free. You'll get some posts. A lot of them are going to be the same ones that you're going to find. They're just linked to my YouTube page. In the short future, you may get a chance to see some unlisted ones. And get yourself away from the stupid nonsense of the likes of this clown, this loser, and a lot more like him on YouTube. See you there.